The Binghamton area, Broome County, has 200,000 people. We have our share of major crimes and 5 or 6 homicides a year. I've represented many families at the DA's office of victims of crime. I promise them that I will work as hard as I can to do everything that I can to get justice.
Who was Haley Anderson? How would you describe her?
Haley, is a typical college student.
Everyone needs to try on my glasses.
By everybody's account, a very sweet, fun, energetic person.
Oh, you look so cute!
I mostly remember her laugh and just her presence.
Look who I found!
She was always the one who was the most sensitive and supportive friend ever.
As a mother, I know what it's like to have your child go off to college.
Yeah. I mean, it was sad, and we dropped her off, and obviously, I cried.
In college, you go through so many different changes. You're away from your family, you're learning who you are as an adult, and you make mistakes. A guy that you meet in a class could be so different outside.
Tell me about Orlando.
Orlando is charismatic, knows just how to push her buttons in the right playful way to get you to laugh and have fun with him. He definitely liked Haley. I'd say they were a good match just because they both were very good at having fun and kind of life's of the party. They both were very good at being social, having friends. They were both compassionate, understanding people.
Haley and her roommates were spending some time together, drinking a little wine, playing some board games, and just kind of enjoying an evening.
Stayed up pretty late.
And when you woke up the next morning, did you look for Haley?
Yeah, I texted her that morning. She didn't answer. I figured she was still asleep. She loves sleeping.
Nobody really saw or heard from her the entire day. There were several attempts to contact her by phone, and she didn't return those calls, which they thought was peculiar, but it really didn't seem to be an issue.
We weren't super worried at that point because, Haley's a big girl. We don't need to keep tabs on her. She had told me that she was gonna come watch me read poetry at poetry night that Thursday. And then she didn't show up, and we were all calling her, and she didn't answer. It was the next morning. We just were like, this doesn't make sense.
When did you find out that both Haley and Orlando were missing?
Friday, March 9th. The first thing I thought was maybe they had eloped.
The police received 2 calls within the hour. And the first call was from Orlando Tercero's sister. And she asked them to go check on the welfare of Orlando.
A patrol officer came here. At that point in time, there was no answer at the door, and the vehicle that we believed him to be operating was not present.
One of my roommates was just like, I've located her phone on Find My Friends, and it says it's at Orlando's house.
Why did you decide to climb in the window?
Because we were knocking on all the doors and no one was answering.
Did you fear what you could find when you would go into the apartment?
I was definitely afraid of what I would find.